Hello everyone, I am Robin J. Oben and my co-reporter on the screen. And today we'll discuss about strategic management. So first, we will be having an introduction about strategic management. So at the end of the lesson, you should be able to summarize the basic steps in any planning process. Describe how to integrate strategic planning with tactical and operational planning. Identify elements of the external environment and internal resources to the firm to analyze before formulating strategy. And of course, define core capabilities and explain how they provide the foundation for business strategy. Summarize the types of choices available for corporate strategy and discuss how companies can achieve competitive advantage through business strategy, and lastly, describe the keys to effective strategy implementation. So first, let's define kung ano yung strategic management. So, ano nga ba yung strategic management? Strategic management is the plan use of company resources to reach its goals and objectives. So, ang isang strategic management, mayroon silang plano na para gamitin sa pangangailangan ng company and para maabot ang goals and objectives ng isang company. And another thing about strategy, of course, each company should have a strategic plan. So what is this? Ang strategic plan defines who you are as a business and lists concrete action to achieve your goals. So plano kung ano yung mga estratehiya at ano yung mga plano natin, and for example, there is an unexpected happening in the business. So if you having a strategic plan, it will help your business to survive and find new opportunities while you are staying true your values and the mission of the company. Then sa strategic planning process, you need to plan carefully before making strategic move, and following the 6 steps helps. And step as the lines indicate, you may need to return prior steps and make change as a part of ongoing process. So strategic plan may sound unnecessary, but without it you may miss the opportunities. So now let's go to the basic planning process. So there are 6 steps if you make a strategic planning. So first step, situational analysis. So ang situational analysis, a process planners use to gather, interpret, and summarize all information relevant to the planning issue under consideration. Proseso ng isang planners para mangalap, unawain at ibuod lahat ng impormasyong may kaugnayan sa isyu ng kumpanya with under consideration. So yan po yung situational analysis. And the step 2 is alternative goals and plans. So goals, a target or end that management desires to reach, and plans, the action or means managers intend to use to achieve organizational goals. So alternative goals and plans, you should develop alternative plans and backup strategies. At ang tawag dito ay contingency plans para i-address ang mga unexpected na nangyayari sa loob ng kumpanya. And for example, goal, Ang target ng company ay dapat mag-increase yung sales by sabihin nating 10% this quarter. Yun ang goal nila. Then sa plan naman, implement a market campaign targeting new customers, and they offer a discounts and improve customers. And the next step is or step 3, goal and plan evaluation. It's the process of systematically reviewing how well your goals are being met and your strategies are working, using specific measurable criteria to assess progress and outcomes. So dito sa step 3, so by reviewing the plan and goals kung paano ma-met and yung strategies kung paano mag-work by using specific measurable criteria to assess progress and outcomes. So ang managers ang mag-i-evaluate kung ano yung advantage and disadvantage at ano yung mga potential effects sa bawat goals and plans. So next, step 4, goal and plan selection. The process of identifying desirable outcomes, goals, and then choosing the best course of action plans to achieve them. Once managers have assessed goals and plans, they try to select the best. Dito, you have to knowing that desirable outcomes, goals, and then by choosing the best course of action, which is yung plano na para ma-achieve ito. At kapag si manager siya ay na-assess na yung goals and plans or kaya na-review na niya, and then they try to select the best to achieve the goals and plans of the company. Yun po yung step 4, goal and plan selection. Si managers yung mag-select kung ano yung the best na goals and plans para sa company.
Step 5, implementation. Once managers have selected their goals and plans, they must implement the plans designed to achieve the goals. Even the best plans are useless if they are not implemented properly. Ito yung mismong paggawa ng plano, kailangan mong gawin yung mga bagay na napagplanuhan mo para maabot ang iyong mga layunin. Kahit gaano kaganda ang plano, walang mangyayari kung hindi mo ito gagawin. Step 6, monitor and control. The sixth step in the formal planning process, monitoring and controlling is very essential. Ito yung pagtingin kung tama ba ang iyong ginagawa at kung umaayon ba ito sa plano. Kailangan mong bantayan kung maayos ba ang progreso mo at kung kailangan mong baguhin ang mga bagay para masigurong maabot mo ang iyong layunin. Specific formal planning steps. Situational analysis. Ito ang unang hakbang kung saan sinusuri ang kasalukuyang kalagayan ng organisasyon at ang kapaligiran nito. Alternative goals and plans. Pagkatapos ng pagsusuri, bumubuo ng iba't ibang layunin at plano na maaaring gawin. Goal and plan evaluation. Sinusuri ang bawat layunin at plano upang malaman kung alin ang pinakamahusay. Goal and plan selection. Pumipili ng layunin at plano na gagamitin batay sa pagsusuri. Implementation. Ipinapatupad ang napiling plano. Mahalaga na maipatupad ng maayos ang plano dahil kahit gaano kaganda ang plano, walang saysay ito kung hindi ito na isasagawa. Monitor and control. Sinusubaybayan ang pagpapatupad ng plano at kinokontrol ang anumang maaaring maging problema. Levels of planning: strategic planning, a set of procedures for making decisions about the organization's long-term goals and strategies. See also planning. Ito ay isang proseso ng paggawang ng mga desisyon tungkol sa pangmatagalang layunin at estratehiya ng organisasyon. Strategic goals, major targets or end results relating to the organization's long-term survival, value, and growth. Ito ang mga pangunahing target o resulta na may kaugnayan sa pangmatagalang pagpapatuloy, halaga at paglago ng organisasyon. Strategy: a pattern of actions and resource allocations designed to achieve the organization's goals. Is a tactical course of action which is designed to achieve long-term objectives. Ito ay isang pattern ng mga aksyon at paglalaan ng yaman na dinisenyo upang makamit ang mga layunin ng organisasyon. Ito ay isang taktikal na paraan ng pagkilos na dinisenyo upang makamit ang pangmatagalang mga layunin.
Tactical and operation planning. Tactical planning, a set of procedures for translating broad strategic goals and plans into specific goals and plans that are relevant to a distinct portion of an organization, such as functional area like marketing, finance, or HR. It usually covers the medium term and guides department on how to support the overall strategy. Operational planning deals with day-to-day activities. It identifies the exact steps, procedures, and processes employees need to follow to achieve the tactical plans. Hierarchy of goals and plans. There are three main levels of planning in an organization. First, strategic, top level, created by top managers. These are long-term plans, 3 to 7 years, and are broad in detail. They set the overall direction of the company. Second, tactical, middle level, done by middle managers. These are medium-term plans, 1 to 2 years, with more specific details. They translate the strategies into concrete actions for the department or units. 3. Operational, frontline level, made by frontline managers. These are long-term plans, less than 1 year, very detailed and focused on day-to-day activities to achieve the goals. Aligning tactical, operational, and strategic planning. For a company to be effective, all levels of planning, strategic, tactical, and operational must work together. This means the long-term goals set by top management should guide the medium-term plans of the middle managers. And this should be supported by the short-term detailed plans of frontline managers. When they are aligned, the organization moves in one clear direction and achieves its common purpose.
Strategic management. Strategic management is a set of management decisions and action that determines the long-run performance of corporation. It includes environmental scanning, strategy formulation, strategy implementation, and evaluation and control to achieve the objectives of organization. A process that involves managers from all parts of the organization. Ang strategic management ay isang proseso ng paggawa ng mga importanteng desisyon at aksyon ng mga managers para matiyak ang long-term success ng isang kumpanya o korporasyon. The strategic management process has the 6 major components. First, establishing mission, vision, and goals. Second, analyzing external opportunities and threats. Third, analyzing internal strengths and weaknesses. Fourth, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Analysis and strategy formulation. Fifth, strategy implementation. 6. Strategic control.
Good day everyone. Today I'm going to discuss the future of strategy and also explain the level of strategy. When we say strategy, this means a long-term plan made by the company to reach its goal and be successful in the future. Now let's talk about its main feature. The first, the top management's responsibility. Strategy is handled by the top management of the company. Sila ang gumagawa ng important decision at nagsaset ng direction para sa buong organization because they have the authority and acknowledge to see the big picture. Second, allocation of large amount of resources. In strategy, malaki ang resource na ginagamit tulad ng pera, oras, at tao. Kaya kailangan planado at maayos ang paggamit ng mga ito para masigurong efficient at hindi masasayang. The third, impact on long-term prosperity of the firm. Ang strategy ay para sa long-term success ng company, hindi lang sa short-term goals. Ibig sabihin, iniisip ng management kung paano mananatiling stable and successful ang company sa mga susunod na taon. The fourth, future-oriented. Strategy always looking forward, nakatuon ito sa future para makapaghanda ang company sa mga posibleng change tulad ng pagbagong technology o pagbabago sa marketing trends. Fifth, multifunctional or multi-business consequence. Ang strategy ay may epekto sa iba't ibang department ng company tulad ng marketing, finance, HR, at operation. Kaya kailangan magtulungan at mag-coordinate ang bawat department para maging successful ang strategy. The sixth, consideration of factors in the external environment. Lastly, strategy also considers external factors tulad ng competition, economy, government, policy, at technology kasi lahat ng ito ay may malaking epekto sa kung paano tatakbo ang business at kung paano ito magiging competitive. Now, let's move on to the level of strategy. There are 4 levels of strategy in a company: corporate, business, functional, and operational. The first, corporate strategy. Ito ang pinakamataas na level na strategy. Dito tinutukoy ng top management ang overall direction at vision ng buong kumpanya. Halimbawa, magdi-decide sila kung papasok ba sila sa bagong industry, mag-merge sa ibang company, o mag-expand sa international market. Second, business strategy. Sa level na ito nakatuon sa kung paano magiging competitive ang kumpanya sa isang particular na market. Dito pumapasok ang mga tanong tulad ng paano natin matatalo ang competitors o ano ang magiging edge ng product natin. So basically, it's about how to win in the market. The third, functional level strategy. Ito naman ay nakafocus sa bawat department ng kumpanya tulad ng marketing, finance, HR, at operations. Ang goal nito ay suportahan ang business strategy gamit ang expertise ng bawat team. Halimbawa, ang marketing department ay gagawa ng campaign para mag-promote ang produkto habang ang HR naman ay mag-hire ng qualified employees. The fourth, operational strategy. Ito ang pinaka-basic at day-to-day level ng strategy. Nakatuon ito sa actual execution ng mga plano sa pang-araw-araw na gawain. Halimbawa, paano ipoproseso ang customer orders, paano ma-ensure ang quality ng produkto, o paano mas magiging efficient ang trabaho ng mga empleyado.
Level strategy. At this level, strategic decisions relate to organization with policies and taken care by top-level management BOD with vision of determining where the company wants to be. It has two main aspects: formulation of strategy, strategic and strategic implementation. The nature of strategy at this level tend to be value-oriented, conceptual, and than other levels. There is also greater risk, cost, and profit potential as well as greater need of flexibility associated with this level. Major financial policy decision involving acquisition, diversification, and structural redesigning belong to this level. Sa corporate level strategy naman daw po this is the highest level of strategy handled by the top level management like the CEO and board of directors. It answers the fundamental question, where does the company want to be? In short, corporate, the CEO deciding to buy a new company, we should get into electric car market.
Business level strategy. Business level strategy is more likely related to a unit within the whole. It is concerned with competition in a market. At this level, multifunctional strategy developed at corporate level are formulated and implemented for a specific product market in which the business operates. Decisions at these levels include policies involving new product development, marketing mix, research and development, personnel, and etc. So, una po is dapat mo nating tandaan na may iba't bang levels ng strategies sa isang kumpanya. Yung una po is corporate level strategy. Ito po yung pangkalahatan para po sa buong kumpanya. And then business level strategy. Ito naman po is para naman po sa isang unit or bahagi po ng isang kumpanya. And then si functional level strategy. Ito naman po is para naman po siya sa mga maliit na mga departamento. So, let's continue po sa business level strategy. So, pag sinabi po nating business level strategy, tinutukoy po dito yung plano or isang unit or division ng kumpanya. Hindi po yung buong kumpanya. Like, for example po, if po yung isang kumpanya is may 3 produkto like soft drink, snacks, or bottles of water, ang business level strategy po nito is isa lang po sa 3 yon. Like po yung soft drink division lang. So, para saan po ba si business level strategy? So, layunin po niyang lumaban sa mga merkado. So, ibig sabihin po, paano po natin gagawin na mas piliin ng mga customer yung produkto natin kaysa po sa ibang produkto. So, sa madaling salita po is, kung si corporate level strategy po is, nagsasabi po siya ng saan tayo pupunta bilang buong kumpanya. Si business level strategy naman po is, nagsasabi po ng paano po tayo mananalo sa merkado gamit po ang isang particular na produkto. Functional or personal level strategy. Functional strategy involve decision making with respect to in specific functional areas, production, marketing, personnel, finance, and etc. While corporate and business level strategy are concerned with doing the right things. Functional strategy is stressed on doing things right. Operating level strategy is concerned with strategic approach for managing frontline operating units like plant, sales, and etc. And for handling day-to-day tasks of strategic significance like advertising campaign, purchasing material, inventory control, maintenance, and etc. So, si functional level strategy po is nakatutok po siya sa mga specific area ng kumpanya. Like po ng production para po sa paggawa ng mga produkto, marketing, personnel, like po ng mga empleyado, and then finance. So, ibig sabihin po is, bawat departamento sa loob ng kumpanya is may sarili po silang strategy para po magawa nila ng tama yung kanilang trabaho. So, saan po ba nakapokus si functional level strategy? So, nakapokus po siya sa mga pang-araw-araw na gawain. Like po, mga daily tasks po. Yung mga advertising campaign, like po yung mga patalastas, and then inventory and maintenance.
Strategic intent, vision. The vision expresses the organization's ultimate long-term objectives. It defines what the firm ultimately aspires to become. Once formulated, the vision serves as a lasting guide for the organization's future direction, shaping its strategic intent and forward-thinking process. Mission. The mission defines we are and what we do, as well as what we aim to become. It states the fundamental purposes of the business, what makes it unique and distinguishes it from competitors. The mission also identifies the scope of operation in terms of product, service, and market. Objective as the specific and results of planned activities. They outline what is to be accomplished, by when and how. Objectives shall be quantifiable and measurable, ensuring that their achievements contributes directly to fulfilling the corporation's mission and vision. Step 2. Strategic formulation. Strategy formulation, tumutukoy ito sa proseso ng pagpili ng pinakaangkop na paraan ng pagkilos upang makamit ang mga layunin at bithiin ng organisasyon. Tinitiyak nito ang pagkakahanay sa pagitan ng mga estratehikong desisyon at ng vision ng organisasyon. Next, organizational appraisal. Organizational appraisal involves analyzing the internal environment to identify our organization's strengths and weaknesses. These internal factors influence the company's ability to meet its objectives. Environmental appraisal. Sinusuri ng pagtatasa sa kapaligiran ang kabuuan ng panlabas at panloob ng impluwensya na nakaapekto sa isang organisasyon. Panlabas na kapaligiran, kabilang dito ang mga salik sa labas ng organisasyon sa lumilikha ng mga oportunidad o banta. The conclusion is ang layuning estratehiko at pagbabalangkas ay bumubuo sa pundasyon ng tagumpay ng isang organisasyon sa pamamagitan ng malinaw na pagtukoy sa kanyang vision, mission at mga layunin. Sa pamamagitan ng pagsasagawa ng masusing pagtatasa sa SWOT analysis, inalalagay ng isang organisasyon ang kanyang sarili upang gumawa ng mga may kaalamang estratehikong desisyon na nagtutulak ng tuloy-tuloy na paglago at pangmatagalang tagumpay.
Strategy implementation is the action stage of strategic management. It refers to decisions that are made to install new strategy or reinforce existing strategy. Sa strategy implementation, ito yung action stage ng strategic management. Dito na ginagawa yung mga plano para mag-install ng bagong strategy or i-reinforce yung existing one. Hindi na lang siya nasa papel, ginagawang actual work na para ma-achieve yung goals ng organization. Designing structure, process, and system. Strategy implementation includes the making of decisions with regards to organizational structure, developing budgets, program, and procedures in order to accomplish certain activities. Gumagawa ng decision about organizational structure, process, and systems. Kasama dito ang pagbuo ng budgets, program, and procedure para ma-support ang activities ng kumpanya. Functional implementation. Functional implementation is carried out through functional plan and policies in 5 different areas: marketing, finance, operation, personnel, and information management. Ina-apply yung strategy sa iba't ibang functional areas tulad ng marketing, finance, operations, personnel, and information management. Dito gumagawa ng mga plano at policies bawat department para maipatupad ng maayos ang strategy. Behavioral implementation. It donates mobilizing employees and managers to put and formulate strategies into action and require personal discipline, commitment, and sacrifice. It depends upon managers' ability to motivate employees. Nakafocus ito sa pag-mobilize ng employees at managers para ilagay sa action ang strategy. Kailangan ng discipline, commitment, and leadership para ma-motivate ang team at maipakita ang dedikasyon sa trabaho. And the last one, operationalizing strategy. It includes establishing annual objective, devising policies, and allocating resources. Sa step na ito, magsiset ng annual objective, gumagawa ng policies at nag-allocate ng resources para align lahat sa goals ng organization. Step 4. Strategy evaluation and control. Pagkatapos ng implementation, kailangan suriin kung effective ba ang strategy. Dito pumapasok ang strategy evaluation and control para malaman kung tama ang direction at kung may kailangan i-adjust. Strategy evaluation is the primary means to know when and why particular strategies are not working well. It is the process in which corporate activities and performance results and monitored so that actual performance can be compared with desired performance. Ito yung process kung saan chine-check yung kung bakit may strategies na hindi nag-work ng maayos. Kinukumpara ang actual performance sa desired performance para makita kung may gaps and areas for improvement. Strategy control. In this step, organization determine what to control, etc., which objective the organization hope to accomplish, set control standards, measure performance, compare the actual with the standard, determine the reasons for the deviation, and finally taking corrective actions and review the policies and activities if needed. Sa step na ito, organization set clear objectives at control standard, measure ang results. Tapos ikinukumpara yung actual performance sa standards. Kapag may deviation, hinahanap yung reason, gumagawa ng corrective action at nire-review yung policies at activities kung kailangan. Strategy implementation is about turning plans into real action, habang strategy evaluation and control is about checking kung effective ba yung mga action at kung may kailangan adjustment para mas maging successful ang organization. Thank you.